Today we're going to begin a long journey. We will be using both time and place to discover what happened to a great nation of people that were nearly wiped out by expansion and greed. We will begin the Nez Perce story right here in Oregon. We are going to follow the Nez Perce as they encounter both Lewis and Clark, and then after Lewis and Clark pass through and take the information about the great big West to Thomas Jefferson, then all kinds of people decided that they needed to go west too. It's called westward expansion. These people were following the Oregon Trail. It was not an easy trail, and we are going to do some researching of the settlers as they moved into the Oregon Territory and moved and pushed out the Nez Perce. The Nez Perce left their Oregon home after a couple of conflicts, and they were trying to escape into Canada. They got 40 miles from the border, and that is where they held their final battle. Their final battle was at Bear Paw, right here. And that is where their great leader, Chief Joseph, gave his surrender speech. His surrender speech is very, very, very well known. And he said it in defeat, but he himself was not defeated. Now, I say that he was a leader, and I say that he was credited for being a warrior, but he really wasn't a warrior. In fact, the Nez Perce tribe of people, they have many chiefs that went along on this escape route to Canada. And they didn't just one person decide and take the lead like we have our president. They had councils that they came together, and the chiefs in those councils had conversations and talked and discussed maybe what was a better route for them to go. Now, this didn't make their escape very easy, and in fact, it was part of the reason why their escape failed. But we will come to learn that as we do our studying. In order to accomplish all the things that we want to accomplish in this unit study, we are going to do a group reading of a novel. We are going to explore books like I have here. We're going to use websites, and we are going to use videos that are dedicated to the subject of the plight of the Nez Perce. We will also get to create many things in this unit. For instance, you saw that we have a map here that we kind of looked at. We are going to create a map of place and a map of time, and these are called timelines. Now, if you've had experiences with these in the past, that's great, that's excellent. You can use that information to help your friends along the way. We are going to make our map, though, and our timeline. It's all going to be 3D. So we are going to be making projects that we can put on our timeline or incorporate with our timeline so that it is more than just this flat map showing us the places that they went. Now, I want to share with you the important words that Joseph had. These important words were recorded, and here I'm going to read them to you from this book. He said, "I'm tired of fighting. Our chiefs are killed. It is cold and we have no blankets. The little children are freezing to death. My people, some of them, have run away to the hills and have no blankets, no food. No one knows where they are, perhaps freezing to death. I want to have time to look for my children and see how many of them I can find. Maybe I shall find them among the dead. Hear me, my chiefs. I am tired. My heart is sick and sad. From where the sun now stands, I will fight no more forever." Before we get started reading our book, Song of the Meadowlark, this is the read aloud that I will be reading to you. You may encounter some words that you won't know. And so for that, I have a journal that I've created for you to write words in that you are not familiar with. I am going to choose some words for you to use as well. you will find them right here. Fictional, paraphrased, preface. Please show me that you have these words written down by putting your hand in the air. Thank you. Any assignments for this study will also be attached in this journal. This will be your go-to reference guide for what you have learned. Anything that you are unfamiliar with, we can use at our council talk at the end of the day. Thank you. Now let's get started reading our book, Song of the Meadowlark.